Hey guys, it's your girl Naturally Nata here, and I'm back with another video. Excited because today I'm going to be testing out a full face of new makeup that I have recently gotten from Ulta. If you watched my last video, it was an Ulta haul. Today I'm going to be testing all those products out that I hauled in my last video. And I actually have even more goodies to add to the whole thing. I have so much new makeup. I've been going crazy once a month and just splurging on new makeup from Ulta mostly because of their rewards program and the coupons, just things that they have to offer, like little incentives, makes me just really want to just shop there for makeup. I haven't shopped at Sephora for makeup in so long. I think it's one because of everything I just said, the coupons, the discounts, little incentives that they have, the points that you can earn. That's another reason why I always shop there. And also because I really am a drugstore makeup lover at heart. Like, I am not a high-end bougie girl. I am a beauty on a budget. That's what I love to call myself. So Ulta is the perfect place for me because they have high-end, but they also have a lot of great drugstore makeup as well. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and hop into today's video. But before we get into it, do not forget to subscribe to my channel. I am not a regular poster as of right now. I am a second grade teacher, so I have a lot going on in my life outside of social media, a whole lot. I am a mother, I am a wife, I am a teacher, I have a full-time job, so it's more than full-time, guys. It's more than full-time. Go ahead and subscribe because why not? It's free, and I hope you will stick around while I am on the struggle bus, professionally, personally. But this is my passion and my biggest hobby, so I hope that you will subscribe and support me with that. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So as you can see, I do have my eyebrows already done, so I am going to go ahead and hop into eyeshadow. I love doing eyes first. So I have a couple eyeshadow palettes that I want to show you, and then I will choose which one I would like to use for today. So I do have two eyeshadow palettes right here. I have this one from BH Cosmetics. This is the Puerto Rico palette. These are the shades. Even though it is a more of a summery type palette, there are some deeper shades in here that I think I might be able to use because I am wearing a burgundy shirt and I do see a lot of like berry type tones in here, so this might be a winner for today. But the other one that I do have is this one from LA Girl. This is one of their Hey Vacay palettes. Even though this is technically a vacay, like summer type vacay palette, look at all those browns and deep colors and golds. This could definitely be used for fall also. So I'm really just looking at these two palettes, figuring out which one I want to use today. For today, I think I'm going to use the Party in Puerto Rico palette from BH Cosmetics. First off, the first thing I'm going to do is prime my eyelids, and I actually have a eye primer. I'm really not a big eye primer type of girl, but I got this one from Juvia's Place. I'm trying to find it. This is the Eye Prep Eye Prime Eye Primer, and it's in color 2. I'm pretty sure if you are a makeup lover like myself, you've heard of the P. Louise eye bases, and this is what this reminds me of right here. I've never tried the P. Louise eye primer, but when I saw that Juvia's Place had this and they had it at Ulta, I wanted to definitely give it a try because I've always wanted to try those P. Louise eye bases because I've heard they're like really good. Okay, it doesn't seem to be too thick. It's actually kind of watery. I was expecting it to be a little bit thicker. It is pretty thick, and I can tell how opaque that's going to be. So I have some on my finger right here. I'm just going to apply that to my eyelid. At first it kind of felt like the consistency of a concealer, but now I can tell that it is a lot thicker than that. And then I'm going to take my e.l.f. Flawless Concealer Brush. You can see how thick and fluffy this thing is. I love it. It's not too thick and it's not too drying. Drying, but it does dry down quickly. I can tell that my eyeshadows are really, going to adhere to that nicely. I think I'm going to go into, of course, I picked one that has a really hard name. This is the Party in Puerto Rico palette. So names of different places in Puerto Rico, different like neighborhoods, different areas. HIGHOH Icacos. HIGHOH Icacos is this shade right here. Be featuring these brushes today from Micah Beauty. They sent me a whole like little PR package that I have over here, but I'm just going to be using their brushes. So I'm trying to see if they have a blending brush in the set, but I do not believe that they do. They have more flat brushes and face brushes, but this is a 1 2 3 4 5 6 this is a 10-piece brush kit, and it's so cute. I love the packaging that it has. It has a nice little case to it. We are going to be using some of those for today, but they don't have a blending brush, so I'm going to find one. All right, so now that I have that in my crease, I'm going to go in with a deeper shade. This one's called Castillo. It is a berry tone, but it also has a bit of like brownish in it. So I'm going to take a little bit of that, and I'm going to start to, ooh, this is pretty. I'm going to just start to put that on the outer V of my eye, and a little bit in my crease. With a shimmer all over my lid, and then I'm gonna go back and blend everything out. I think I want to use Vieques, which is this pretty like, ooh. I have some on the back of my finger. I'm just gonna put that on my lid. So glad I don't have any press-ons on right now, because a lot of times using your finger is like the best thing that you could use. I'm gonna do that to the other eye as well. So I finished up the eyes. I added a little bit of winged liner. I did do one more thing to the eyes that I wanted to show you real quick. I took this shade right here, which is called Coquille, and I put a little bit of that on my finger, and I just added it to the center of my eyelid just to add a little bit of a pop. I actually have two options, and I already know which ones I want to use. I'll start off with these. These are some really dramatic lashes by Kiss. These are the Lash Couture Triple Push Up Collection, and it comes with 4 pairs of lashes, and these are in the style Bombshell. These are beautiful, but very dramatic. I think I'm going to pass on these for today. I really want to use these because I'm very intrigued by how they are. I want to use these Ardell lashes. These are the Lash Contour lashes. It comes with a 2-in-1 eyeliner and lash adhesive by Duo. I love these right here because, as you can see, they're really tapered on the inner corner and the outer corner, and then there's a lot more lash in the center. They're supposed to bring the, you know, the focus to the center of your eyes. It's called center volume, and it gives you like a dramatic eye-opening effect. That's what it says, at least. So let's see. These are very interesting. When I saw these online, I had to get them, and I'm going to try to use the 2-in-1 liner and lash adhesive. I did not know that this had that in there, so that's why I already added some wing liner, but I'm still going to go over it with this Duo one and see if it actually makes the lashes stick to my eyes. So this is what they look like right here. So pretty, so different from any other lashes that I've seen. And this is what the eyeliner that comes with it looks like. Coats of the adhesive liner along the upper lash line, and then it says just go ahead and place them on. So I'm going to do one more coat. I can tell that it's getting sticky, but I don't know. I just rather use my own lash glue, my favorite one. It just makes it a lot more difficult to me rather than simpler, the whole 2-in-1 like liner slash glue. This is supposed to take less time, but it really doesn't a lot of times. All the ones I've tried the one from Kiss, that one's bad. The lash liner glue, that one's really bad. I love the lashes. I don't like the Duo liner lash glue thing. It doesn't make things simpler in my opinion. It makes things more difficult, period. Now I'm going to move on into the skin, and what I'm going to do first is moisturize my face. This is a new moisturizer that I got from Ulta. This is the Milani Aqua Bloom Hydrate and Replenish Water Cream. It has blue green algae and hyaluronic acid in it. I love hyaluronic acid. Every time I see those words, I get really excited because my skin really likes that ingredient, so I'm excited to use this. This was rather pricey. I believe this was like $18, guys, like $17.99, so it better be good. This is what it looks like. Oh, I really like the consistency. I I've tried a high-end water cream. It's by Sunday Riley. I used to love that. I don't know if they still make it, but that's what really made me fall in love with water creams, was that product by Sunday Riley. This feels really good. Very hydrating. Yeah, that's really nice. For a primer, I'm going to use another Milani product. This is the Milani Supercharged Dewy Primer. This has ginseng and citrus extracts. I do have another one of their supercharged products. I used it in my last video that I did, my last Ulta haul. I used their like under eye brightener, which I really do like, and that's what made me want to try this product as well. There's no like pump or anything on this. You just have to squeeze some on the back of your hand. It's like feels like a lotion kind of. I do feel a little bit of tackiness, which I like. So I'm just going to let that sit and sink into my skin for 2 minutes. While this sinks into my skin, I'm going to talk about these 2 new sponges that I got. Pick which one I'm going to use. So I have 2 new beauty sponges. I have the LA Girl Pro Sponge. I've just been getting everything LA Girl that I can get my hands on because I've been really loving their products. So I wanted to try out their beauty sponge. And then I also have this Real Techniques Sponge Plus. I think this is the one I'm going to use today because this is really you know, Real Techniques, they have the orange sponge, the OG orange sponge, like the first beauty blender dupe ever to come out. Everybody uses that sponge. Everybody has used that sponge. So this is by them, but they finally have something different. This is their Sponge Plus. It's a Miracle Air Blend sponge. It says you can use this damp or dry. It says it evenly blends for full natural coverage without extra shine. It says it's going to give you a natural matte finish, and it's best when used dry. So bump it. I'm not going to wet my sponge. I'm going to use this dry. I've seen a couple videos of this and people actually using it dry and it giving them the most full coverage, beautiful like skin like finish ever. Let's try it out. And it says it's going to give you medium to full coverage, so we'll see about that depending on what foundation we're going to use. I have 2 and we're going to be picking which one I'm going to use right now. First foundation that I have is by The Ordinary. I'm really excited to try this. I want to try this one so bad, but I think I'm not going to try it today. But this is a serum foundation, so it's going to be really light coverage. It's like $6 or $7, and for that price, I really wanted to give it a try. So this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like when you take it out the package, and I have it in the shade 3.1Y. It says it's dark with yellow undertones. Oh my god. It says shake before use on the bottom, so that's why I started shaking it, and it seems so watery. I can hear it so loudly. Listen. You hear that? It's watery AF. I'm gonna squeeze some on the back of my hand just to see. Oh yeah, it's very watery. Very nice shade for me, I can already tell. The other foundation that I got, another LA Girl product because I'm obsessed, clearly. I'm gonna go off camera and fix my lashes. My lashes look horrible. I hate this Duo 2-in-1 liner lash adhesive. It's a no. I gotta fix this. I'll be back. Okay, so I fixed that whole situation, and I love the lashes a lot better now. The lashes are beautiful. The lashes are amazing. I love how thin the band is, but 2-in-1 lash liner and adhesive is just, it's not good. It doesn't work. Since I've taken them off and reapplied them, normal lash glue that I always use, it looks a lot better. This is the foundation I'm going to use today. This is the LA Girl Tinted Foundation, and this is in the shade Almond. It says it has a buildable natural finish. It's hydrating. It's a lightweight formula, precise tip for easy application. I love packaging like this. It doesn't look as warm and toasty as the Ordinary foundation, so hopefully we can make this work. Yes, I think this will work. It might just be a little light. And then I'm just taking the Miracle sponge, and it is dry, and I'm just pouncing that into my skin. This is like barely there. Wow, that coverage is barely there. It says it is buildable, so I'm going to try to put a little bit more. Okay, I do feel like it covered up just a little bit more. I don't want to put too much because I don't like having like a lot of product on my face for no reason. That's side by side. You can see it kind of evened my skin out just a little bit, but it's definitely very lightweight coverage. types of foundations that are really lightweight. This is good for every day, but for what I'm going for right now, I'm like shocked at how light this coverage is. I really wish I had a little bit more. I like it for what it is. It's a tinted foundation. It is. It says it's lightweight. It says it has a natural finish. It definitely does. Let's go ahead and go into concealer now. This is the new concealer that I got. It is the Anastasia Beverly Hills concealer. I'm so excited to use this. I saw they had a concealer. I had to get it. Look at the packaging, so pretty. It says it's a medium to full coverage blurring concealer that blends smoothly without creasing. It's in the shade 16. The packaging is fat, the applicator is fat. That's what I really like. The huge applicators, not those little skinny ones. Ooh. So hopefully this will give us a lot more coverage. I need some more coverage. I need something. I'm gonna let that dry down just a little bit before I blend it out with this sponge. Wow, so I really do like that concealer. That definitely provided me with some more coverage. It's still more of a lightweight type of concealer. I really do like the shade of that concealer as well. I like the consistency of it. It's really nice. It's really nice. It was like $29, so I'm glad it's nice. I'm glad I like it because it is more on the expensive side. So I'm so excited to finally get to try out these e.l.f. putty bronzers. I've been wanting to try them for so long. So I have Bronzed Belle. That's the one that I'm going to be using, and I also got this one in Sun-Kissed. Sometimes e.l.f. can be a little bit misleading on their shades when you see them on a computer screen, so I went ahead and got the deepest one, and then I got one that was a bit lighter. I'm gonna swatch the deepest one first. Let's see how dark this truly is. It looks really dark in the pan. Even though it's the deepest one, I probably could use this, especially like in the summertime. So it's deep, but it's not like as deep as it could be. And then I have Bronzed Belle, which is this one right here. This one right here is Bronzed Belle. All right, so I'm taking this Luxie brush. I love this brush right here. This is the Pro Precision Face Brush, and I'm just going to tap that into my
Somebody
skin.
that's really deep skinned actually probably could not use this. It's not deep enough at all. It's probably for me. This one is for me. This one I could use as well, but I actually like this deeper one better because it shows up really nicely. Sadly, this is the deepest shade. Let's go ahead and use one more putty product. This is a e.l.f. putty blush. This is my third putty blush. I love these things. From using these before, I love the putty blushes better than the putty bronzers. I feel like they're more pigmented. This is in the shade Caribbean. It's a nice berry shade. I feel like this will be really pretty for fall, and it's going to be really pretty with today's look as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use a stippling, like a stippling type brush. That's what I usually use for my cream products. Look at that. The color is amazing. The color payoff on these is wow. Okay, I'm pretty sure you're like, that's enough. Don't be alarmed. This is what I always do. With the putty blushes and with cream blushes in general, I always go ham with them. I usually don't add any more blush after I use a putty blush. I am today. Do as I say, not as I do. We have a very beautiful blush palette, so I am going to apply some over the cream today. But normally I find that very wasteful and very unnecessary. I hate when people do cream blush and then they add more blush once they set their face. Like, what was the point of the cream blush? Especially when the cream blush and the blush that you add on top are not even the same shade or anywhere near the same shade. So let's go ahead and set the face. I'm going to set my face with a new banana powder that I have from NYX. This is their Can't Stop Won't Stop setting powder, and like I said, it's in the shade Banana. There are other shades, but this is the shade that I got for today. So it doesn't really have a place where you can add it to the cap, which is what I usually do. I usually just pour some into the cap, but you can't really do that with this type of packaging. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to smack it a little bit. When you smack it a little bit, a lot of the product comes to the surface. I'm going to take the sponge, which I'm really liking this sponge, by the way, that you can use it dry too. That's like amazing. I have actually a lot of creasing underneath my eyes right now from that Anastasia concealer, I guess. It creases a bit, and my lash is coming up again. I'm going to have to fix that, but ignore. Just act like you don't see that for now, and I'm going to set
underneath my eye with this powder. I'm really struggling with this lash, guys. I'm so sorry. It's still lifting just a little bit. I'm going to try to fix it in a minute, but I'm going to go ahead and move on. I'm going to set my entire face with this product right here. This is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop mattifying powder. This is in the shade Mocha. So I'm just going to add just a little bit of that to my face just to set everywhere else. Wow, that's pretty. Like I said, usually when I do cream blushes and I do cream bronzers, I don't add anything else on top. I would just leave it like this. But since I have 2 new products to try, and this is a trying new makeup video, I'm going to actually add a more bronzer, powder bronzer, and I'm going to add powder blush. Let's start off with the bronzer. I have this Juvia's Place Bronzed Belle palette. So there's 2 bronzers in here, and I'm not sure what the shade is. Tan. This is in the shade Tan, and these are what the bronzers look like right here. Actually, I'm going to use one of the Mica Beauty brushes finally. I've been saying I'm going to use one of these and I haven't used not one, but I'm actually going to use one now because the big brushes in here look like they're good for powder. I'm actually just going to mix both. Why not? Run a little bit down the side of my nose real quickly. That's nice. This is the Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics Rouge Romance palette. This thing better be good because this was $45 for this palette. I'm not sure. There's more than one, so I gotta remember which one that I got in particular. But this is what it looks like right here. I'll have which one I have on the screen. This is so beautiful. I'm trying to pick a blush that's similar to the one that I already have, that like a cranberry type of shade. I feel like this one right here, which is called Ever After, is the closest to the Caribbean putty blush that we use from e.l.f. So I'm going to take another one of those Mica Beauty brushes and apply that to my cheeks. And apply that to my cheeks and my nose. I love this. This is so beautiful. I love blush and I love blush palettes, so this is my first Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics purchase, but it's really pretty and I'm not mad. I'm going to go ahead and set my face real quick. Do I have a new setting spray? I'm not sure. So I'm just going to set my face with this product right here. This is the Milani Fruit Fetish Make It Last setting spray. I'm going to go ahead and add my highlighter. This is the Pure Nude Sunlighter, and this is in Be My Sunlight. I'm going to use this Luxie tapered highlighter brush, and I'm just going to add some of that to the tops of my cheekbones. Ooh. And this is a $5 highlighter, guys. I believe it's $5, maybe even a little bit less than that. It's pretty. Still lifting just a little bit, so please just ignore that. I'm going to use another LA Girl Shockwave product. This is a lip liner. This is a nude lip liner. It is in Chai Latte. I do have another LA Girl lip liner. I'm just going to go over it with gingerbread and like kind of fill it in. A little dark, but we're going to go over it with some gloss. I have 3 of the NYX butter glosses right here in some like pretty fall nude type of shades. Black girl nude. I have Madeline, Caramel, ooh, I like that name, and Brownie Drips. All right, so I have Brownie Drip, Caramel, and Madeline. I'm going to do Caramel today.